All right, guys, welcome back. So, on today's episode, President Donald Trump wants to put a 100% tariff on movies that are made outside of the United States. Now, this just kind of came about, and we're going to do a little video reaction and look at some movie records, but it wasn't specified if 51% of the movie is shot overseas, if it's 100%, if it's anything. Kind of vague statements, but let's just check this. Let's take a look at this.
Yeah, the movie tariffs, what they've done is other nations have been stealing the movies, the movie making capabilities from the United States. And I said to a couple of people, what do you think? I've done some very strong research over the last week, and we're making very few movies now. Hollywood is being destroyed. Now, you have an incompetent, grossly incompetent governor that allowed that to happen, so I'm not.
Now, he did say that movies are being destroyed, maybe because Hollywood is making nothing but garbage, crap movies. I mean, you have Captain Africa America Brave New World, you have like the female Ghostbusters, you have just women. Listen, I don't have a problem with women being in films. You like the greatest examples are Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor, Sigourney Weaver as Ellen Ripley in Aliens. I mean, fantastic. But when you have women who are 110 pounds soaking wet, taking on guys who are 6'3", 230 pounds of rippling raw muscle, and through the power of feminism, go bam and knocking out guys like get the F out of here with that shit. Now, granted, I think a lot of YouTubers and Twitch streamers and the amount of content that you can get beyond the movie theaters is vast, and a lot of it is free. So, why would I go spend 15, 17, $18, whatever it is for a movie ticket, listen to some stupid asshole screaming next to me, yeah, let's go, lit fire, YOLO, wiggity wiggity, all this stupid crap, especially if you've seen in the Minecraft movies, people are freaking out, throwing popcorn everywhere. It's like, why would I want to do that if I could just stay home and watch some, Event Horizon or RoboCop or some of the classics when movies were great. So if he wants to put 100% tariff on foreign films, I mean, make it to where there is tax incentives. You know what? Instead of going overseas, going to London, going to Canada, you want to bring the jobs home. Hollywood has to make tax incentives because they're going to go where the money is. Or here's a crazy idea: stop making $250 million budget films. It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd. But let's go a little more to this video.
Just blaming other nations, but other nations, a lot of them, have stolen our movie industry. And I'm saying, if they're not willing to make a movie inside the United States, and we should have a tariff on movies that come in. And not only that, governments are actually giving big money. I mean, they're supporting them financially. So that's sort of a threat to our country in a sense. And it's been a very popular thing. I can tell you one thing, movie makers love it. Mr. President.
I'm not so sure about when he says movie makers, because that really doesn't. It's like if I make my stuff in America or overseas. But we're gonna take a look at this. This is from good old Grok AI, because everything on the internet is correct. From 2000 to 2014, over 25% of the films released in U.S. cinemas were filmed entirely overseas, and more than half, at least some overseas shooting. And then more recent, by 2024, data points around to 70% of Netflix and Amazon projects being non-US based. Looking at specific companies, Warner Brothers, Walt Disney Studios, Universal, Paramount, and Sony, they're all heavily involved in overseas production with films like Mission Impossible, Deadpool and Wolverine, Gladiator 2 being shot abroad. The UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand are top destinations due to tax. There we go. Due to tax breaks and skilled crews, UK production saw over 12.6 billion, I think that's pounds, in 2019 from film and TV, much of it US backed. See, right there, give those tax breaks back to America. I mean, it is so absurdly retarded stupid to shoot in LA, or it's like, oh, we're going to shut down the freeway, and then you have all these hoodlums harassing the crew and doing all this nonsense. See, I think if you do all these street closures and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Just talking for the sake of talking. Anyways, let's take a look at some records, shall we? Let's go right here. All right, so you have Avatar, the first Avatar, which I think came out in 2009. Worldwide, almost 3 billion, because it did have a two re-releases. I think it had 2 re-releases. I know it had one more for sure, but domestic was almost 800 million. Domestic, almost 800 million, slightly over 25%. But then you have 2.138 billion. Now, when he says he's going to put like 100% tariff, does that mean that if 51% of it's shot overseas, it's going to have 100% tariff? Any percent of it shot overseas, 100% tariff? If you go to the movie theaters, I mean, instead of paying $12, are you going to be paying $24? Or if you go to Amazon Prime, or Amazon Prime Video or whatever, and it says paying $15 to buy a digital copy, which, by the way, if you buy a digital copy, you don't actually own the film. You are leasing the license to have the right to view the film, but you don't own it, so that the studio could actually take it off that distribution or that viewing platform. There was a court case about that. But instead of $15, do you have to pay $30 for this? And let's just say across the board, movie tickets go up 100%. Video on demand, whatever, up 100%. This is just going to prioritize piracy. It's like, okay, I could spend $25 at the movie theater, or I could spend $6 for the month, get a VPN, sail yar high seas, and download a crap ton of content. I mean, I think 100% tariff, I think, has the potential to really decimate Hollywood. If they don't get their act together and say, you know what, instead of $250 million budgets, let's bring it back down to something more reasonable, something like 70 million, 75, 80. Oh, God forbid these movie actors and actresses didn't get, a $9 million payday for what? 3 months worth of work? Oh, heavens forbid, they only got a small little pittance, and a measly 3 million for 3 months worth of work. Oh, the poor Hollywood elite, how will they survive? Anyways, I figured this is kind of the new thing that came out today, so I don't know, just rambling, mumbling, bumbling, just like the credits say, random talk, random thoughts. Anyways, guys, take care and take it easy.